Oh, come on, this guy again?
Christian here with cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Hoo-wee! Got a nice haul from Mississippi, Elvis's home state. I get a call from my buddy Doug over at Good Earth Records, and he says, "Hey Christian, got some good ones here. Why don't you come and check it out?" You see this back here? You see this right here? Look at this. Come here, you. So a friend of ours needed a cat sitter, and we got this monster. Holy cannoli. His name's Chili, because he was found abandoned in front of a Chili's restaurant. He's like wrestling an alligator. Whoo-wee, he is strong. Anyway, Doug sends me a video. Hey, check these Elvises out. I looked at him. Yeah. So we jump into the Monkey Mobile and we head on out to Bay St. Louis. First one I saw was this one right here. It's the Elvis Other Sides box set. I did not have this. I was hoping it would have the little of a piece of Elvis's wardrobe, but it didn't. But still, very nice condition. There's the binding on it. It has separated the little bitty piece of cloth that holds it together. Normally, it would open like this, but it split. I was really glad to get this. All the records are in there in pristine shape. They all have these little inner sleeves on them. Glad to get that. Now I have to get the first one. Next was a stereo version of Double Trouble. I already have one, but it's not the stereo version. This one's in nice shape. A living stereo version of It Happened at the World's Fair. I like that cover. Boy, I like that logo too. I had a copy of this, but it is not the living stereo. I believe I had a 70s copy, a repress. I like that movie. Elvis flying a plane. You know, if I got on a plane and Elvis was the pilot, I'd get on that plane. How about you? Next up, Good Times. I have a copy of Good Times, but this one has a little sticker. I really like the ones that have stickers. Gives you a little history of it, where it was. This one was $5.97 at S.H. Kress. It also has the shrink wrap still on it. They just split it right over here. These all, I think, came from the same person's collection, and they took pretty good care of their records, and they tried to leave the stickers on them, which I loved. I've got a bunch of Blue Hawaiis, but this one has the sticker. Now, I don't know if this sticker was on shrink wrap and somehow they peeled it off and put it on here, but I don't know. It looks like it was applied directly to here. You know, up until a certain point, the records weren't shrink wrapped. They were just shipped like this, and then the individual stores would put them in with bags. They would put them in bags. And we'll get to that in a minute when I show you something else that I got. But anyway, this one apparently was owned by a Vest. Vest had a nice collection. It is a mono, but the thing I like is that sticker. Also like the movie. Once again, today, shrink wrap. Now this person put this little thing in there that says original. I don't know if that means it was first pressing or what, but this one has the Trouble sticker on it. And it also has a sticker from Woolco. $5.29. I really like that because there was a Woolco right by my house. And then when I got a little older, I could ride my bike up there, and they had tons of records, and they would have boxes of cutout records. And I got a bunch of them because you could get them for like 69 cents for an album. It's also the place where I found the first Kiss album. At the time, I was still am a fan of Kiss, but Kiss at that time had out 3 albums, but you couldn't find the first one. And none of the record stores had it. And I was looking through the cutouts there, and they had a couple of the first Kiss albums. So I bought one, and my buddy bought one. Probably a few bucks. Moody Blue. Once again, it's got the sticker on it. The Blue album. It's got the Moody Blue Way Down hype sticker. And it's also got a $6.98 price tag on it. It has the remnants of a shrink wrap on it. I immediately put it in one of these clear cases because it's ready to fall off. So I had a couple of copies of the Moody Blue album, one from my buddy Curtis. He had gotten it. It was his mother-in-law's, so I'll definitely keep that one. But this one here, I finally got one with a sticker on it. So you see, this person was like me. They would have kept the shrink wrap, just slid it, and stickers would still be on it. Here you go again. Elvis Presley Boulevard. It's got the Hurt sticker on it, and it's also got a price tag, $5.98, and the shrink wrap. And they wrote original on it. I'm thinking that probably means they bought it when it first came out. I got lucky. It's got the RCA Experience sticker still on it, and it's an FW Woolworth. Down here you had Woolworth department stores. Down here you had Woolworth department stores, and you also had Woolco. This one was from Woolworth, and it was $2.57. She's a beauty. Elvis having fun on stage. Got the shrink wrap slit. An FW Woolworth sticker that says $5.98. Now this record came out in '74, and you see there's a little, it's like stamped on there. It says November 1974. So I was looking to see if they had their little original sticker, a piece of paper shoved up in here, but they don't. But this is a real nice copy of it. Elvis in Memphis. Nothing really special about this, but my copy, it's on the gold RCA. My copy was water damaged. I had gotten, when I first started collecting, I got a whole bunch of records, like 100 records for like $50 or something. I can't remember. But some of them had water damage. Down here in southern Louisiana, you get a lot of floods. So this one replaces my water damage one. It's in really good shape. That's the way it is. Original. It's got a price tag of $4.79. It's in pretty good shape. Something for everybody. Still shrink wrap. It's opened, but it's still in the shrink wrap. Very nice copy. I think I had a copy of this. Oh no, it was a different version. This is this must be the 70s version. And on the back, I just noticed this. It has a price tag from Werlines for Music. I worked at Werlines for Music. It was a music store which sold records, but it mainly sold musical instruments. And I was a musical instrument salesman. It was based out of New Orleans. The head main office was on Canal Street. It was owned by the Werlines family. And I got into trouble with the head of the company, Mr. Werline, called one day, and I had gotten in a habit of trying to crack myself up by answering the phone. Verlags for Music, Helmut speaking, how may I help you? So I did that. There was a pause. And it said, may I speak to Mr. Ard? He was our manager. The guy on the phone was Mr. Werline. And he asked Mr. Ard, who just answered the phone? But I just got a little slap on the wrist. I think he might have thought it was funny. They were always nice to me, the Werlines. Nice people. So now I have an Elvis album with a Werlines for Music sticker. Nice. Elvis Christmas album. I've got a few copies of this, but I couldn't pass this up because of the price sticker. I just love the price stickers. Regularly $2.98, on sale for $2.39. Now another thing about this one is it's on the blue Camden. It doesn't say Dynaflex, but holy mogoly, look at this. That's one of the most Dynaflex I've ever seen. Or heard. Elvis, for LP fans only. This is a 70s repress of it. Really good shape. But if you notice, it was in this bag. It says sealed for your protection, $3.98. No mention of what record it is. I'm wondering if this may be one of those bags that I've heard about, that before records were shrink wrapped at the pressing plant, they would ship them to the stores, and the individual stores would put them in bags. I'm wondering if this might be one of those bags. If anyone knows anything about it, let us know in the comments. Double Dynamite, still sealed. Few little splits in the seal, but it is still sealed. Couldn't pass it up. It's such a beautiful cover. Back is nice too. Still sealed. I don't have many still sealed, but Doug always gives me such a great price. I just pick them up anyway. Same with this. Welcome to my world. Still sealed. Here's a price tag from Barker's. Now, Barker's was a department store in the New Orleans area. We used to go to Barker's a lot. Maybe, so you got a Barker sticker and a Werline sticker. Maybe some of these came from a New Orleans person. So that was another great haul from Good Earth Records in beautiful downtown Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Get out there, get yourself some old beat up Elvis records. And like you see, I found some there that was still sealed. Just see what you got, see what you run into out there. Also ran into some other stuff that day, and I'll tell you about that one next. On the next episode here of As the Elvis Beat Up Vinyl Collection World Turns. Thank you, Elvis.
Okay, fine.